That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
What's going on?
Just let me go.
Buckets Life, Lord of Europe. This is the most badass well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you. This chapter point. My co-host today is the Biscuit.
Who's that?
All right, here's the deal. I got Matt behind the glass.
What up?
Listen. I never watched JonTron. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't hate the guy because he's based in red-pilled as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. My fucking guy.
I found out that if JonTron wanted an ethno state, he wouldn't even be allowed in it. He's half Iranian.
Thank you for setting up this ethno state. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, good job.
That's great.
Good job. Good job. Well, maybe you could be JF's ethno state of retards. Yeah.
Retards only.
All right, so I did not produce the show today, and this is like I had almost no part of it. Usually I have some part of it, or at least a little. But today I did nothing. So if this gets fucked up, it is absolutely on Biscuit and Matt's hands. I'm not kidding.
Wait, what? Yeah.
You got it. You produced the show.
He threw us right on the fucking grill. You heard that?
This is not what you said.
Yeah, I did not sign up for this.
You know why?
I was not given a contract.
I am. Well, here's the thing, guys. Like, I am so sick of talking about sexual misconduct. It's just, it's very difficult. I'm serious. It's very difficult for me to get motivated over this shit. So
I agree with you.
Yeah, I guess. But like, we were thinking about doing some raids, and you seemed pretty passionate about it, and I like that passion. I like it.
I get mad because it happens so often, and more often than not, it's bullshit. You know. It's just people trying to build their own careers.
It's not even confirmable, or it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, at the very least, yeah, it's not. There's no hard evidence, right?
My personal favorite was the I like beer. I like beer. In fact, I got Beck's Gold just for this occasion because I'm not gonna have to do shit.
He's able to get drunk tonight, ladies.
Yeah. Well, I only got 3 beers, but I haven't done a beer in a fucking.
I drank my last bit of so I don't have a drink. So, the game Grump. Groupies, I guess. Here's what I'm getting so far. There was an allegation as of like last night, just before we went on, and that person who's made the allegations has backpedaled a bit. Is that correct?
Yes,
quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Yeah, good journalism there.
Yeah, right.
Did not go to Nick DiOrio's School of Journalism. And then we got that, and. It does seem to be thing. So Game Grumps are one of the first sort of very professional Let's Play channels. And
one of the first ones to explode. Oh yeah.
JonTron is a legendary member, and he left to become JonTron. I guess he left for California, become based in Red-pilled.
Well, he became based when he came back to New York. That was the great part.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
What? Why would he do it in New York?
For being one of the bluest places in the country.
Yeah, I know. That is funny. So, and there's always this mystery surrounding JonTron leaving the Game Grumps. I have never watched an episode of Game Grumps, but I did watch a documentary on him that was pretty good. Dan and me, we talked for a minute in age 17, and then met fucking 10 years later.
Yeah. That's it. That's the story. That's it. Stream over. You got it.
Yeah, as I was saying. So, this is, well, I guess the thing is, all right, let's put this bitch on screen so I can get this thing going. This is going to be very, very interesting. So Newsweek's got an article. Emma Nolan, there's somebody never to talk to.
By the way, if you were ever curious, if you ever thought journalism maybe wasn't dead, allow me to present Exhibit A.
Yeah.
To show you that it is dead.
David Avidan, grooming allegations explained as Game Grumps coach under fire on Reddit.
You work for Newsweek, bro.
Well, yeah, I know. They want to take us down. On Reddit, like it's like well, can you imagine like having a conversation with somebody and them questioning you
about like the validity of. Well, I saw it on Reddit.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine being a professional office in a fucking skyscraper in Manhattan in your suit.
I'm talking about a conversation between somebody you disagree with. That wouldn't be acceptable in those terms. You know, who the fuck are you kidding? Oh, it's on Reddit.
Yeah, it's not even.
I read it on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I seen it on Reddit. Get like, laughed out of the fucking room.
Dude, fuck that. I read that shit in Encyclopedia Dramatica. Internet personality David Avidan is being accused of sexual misconduct for allegedly grooming an underage fan after screenshots of explicit text were released. The 42-year-old co-host YouTube gaming comedy channel Game Grumps. He's also a musician, the lead singer of the band Ninja Sex Party.
That's a lot of money.
How ironic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caleb. I love you. Being
Knows what he wants.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. An anonymous woman posted a thread on Reddit. You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. Well, how many times do I have to say the internet is not the police?
You know, like Stephen Ashrath, you know, these people, I don't, like, I'm not that well educated. I dropped out of fucking community college. And I know, an anonymous source on Reddit is fucking worthless.
Yep. Somebody said it happened. Don't worry
Stephen
about
Ashrath.
Don't ask questions.
When did the commentary become the judge, jury, and executioner? When you can't do anything right. That's how. Oh my God. And I was posted on YouTube Reddit on March 21st, which has gone viral, allegedly contains screenshots of text of Avidan and a woman who was underage at the time of the exchanges. The post in the subreddit /r/Game Groups also features a video of allegedly Avidan in a hotel room in a hot tub in 2017, as well as screenshots of alleged texts and conversations between the gamer and the victim that seem to be sexual in nature. It also shows the accused trying to elicit explicit photos. The woman alleges that she was 17 at the time, while Avidan was 34. Oh boy, he likes him young, huh? And when he first reached out to him in 2000, that's the lead singer of Ninja Sex Party, if you didn't know.
He looks great. He looks like a good guy.
She claims in text conversations with Avidan.
For the next paragraph.
Wait, this is the killer. She says
Yep, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Right in front of you in black and white, and this guy had to get approval from his boss to put this on their website. But don't worry, boss, I swear it's true. This girl on Reddit told me it was true.
Hey, nobody got your ass kicked by Onision. Oh my God. She claims that the text conversations with Avidan turned into sex once he turned 18 and eventually led to her meeting him backstage in the Game Grumps. The text turned to sex when she turned 18. Game, set, match. It's over.
What are you accusing then? What?
Okay. Let's give the benefit of the doubt. Was there sexually orientated message when she was underage?
Well, here's what it says. They didn't turn into sex until she was 18. Which means if there was any dick pics or any I want to fuck you messages, they didn't come until she was 18.
No, it's rape time. No, it's worth I'm going to jail for you. No, I'm waiting for you to turn 18.
If that's there, then we got a problem. But that should have been posted. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you're saying, if you're like 12 months away from being 18, right?
Yeah.
Is that really grooming? Look, I'm interested in you, but I want to turn, like, I can understand like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Something like that's fucking weird. But I mean, you're just about out of high school. And,
yeah.
Like, I guess it sounds like people are grossed out because he was 34 at the time, you know? And I'm not saying, I don't think that's normal. I think that 100%.
Yeah, no. Yeah. What I will say is normal is I think people don't give 17 and 8-year-olds enough credit. Teenagers have sex every day, whether you like it or not. It's a fact of life.
We also meet to each other.
That too.
Avenir was previously embroiled in a sex and women's controversy in 2019, where multiple threads documenting accusations emerged online. Thanks so much to BoobTube. How is this controversial to bang an adult on tour and not call them back? You know, that's the thing I worry about. They're going to go after people that were bad boyfriends, like in Amazon Women on the Moon, one of the greatest movies of all time.
What I think is happening is we have a generation of humans who do not understand what a groupie is. Okay, maybe we learned because we're older. I don't know. But if you're engaging in a sexual relationship with somebody who is that wildly famous and rich, the odds that they actually fall in love with you and want a relationship with you are slim to none. They want to have sex with you and move on to the next groupie. That's how these things work. You might not like it. They might be a dick for doing it. I'm not even saying he's not.
Well,
but that's how it works.
You just can't be you can't be a rock star nowadays.
Yeah,
it's like impossible.
There's an important factor here.
What's that?
She was 22 when they had sex.
Yeah.
Not 18, 22. So
that's a lot of money, I guess.
Tommy's reaction says it all. He had sex with me when I was 37. I was a naive 37, okay?
I'm supposed to feel bad about this. And she's anonymous to boot? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Avenir was previously embroiled in sexual misconduct controversy in 2019 when multiple threads documenting accusing emerged online, stemming from his ex-assistant Katie Schwartz performing to a play called Bad People that recontextualized her experience with the gamer in light of the Me Too movement. Or, you know what else could have been recontextualized? There's a lot of this Me Too shit, so they're going to fucking, I can ruin this fucking guy because he dumped me. And everybody's gonna have to take it seriously because everybody's.
That's why I hate this shit, like we were saying before, because that's what most of it boils down to.
Because all those,
the relationship I wanted, I am mad.
All those jackasses in Hollywood that preach to us little people on how you would carry their lives while they look the other way, while Harvey Weinstein was raping women. And now they're all it's a good time to jump on Me Too. Her experience in light of the gamer in light of Me Too movement. Me Too movement is one of the worst things that happen in Western culture. I'm absolutely convinced of it. I mean, this is utterly ridiculous. When the lefties took over, we were all supposed to be, freer and freer sexually. It couldn't have been farther from the truth. And you know who told me that? I would say in 1989, my father told me, because if these people ever get in charge, they will be Puritans all over again. That's coming from a fucking pretty religious Catholic, And it's exactly what he says he is. Once they feel like they're in charge, they're going to control your sex life. And that's what this looks like right here, at least with the Me Too movement, or whatever its intentions are irrelevant at this point. It's what it's become. And this is a perfect example from what I can see so far of Me Tooing being a joke. Like, just a joke.
Do you remember that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David starts walking around with contracts in his pocket? So when he dates women, when he's about to have sex with them, he stops them. Yeah. He takes the contract out of his pocket. And he goes, please sign this, otherwise I can't fuck you. That's why he made that joke, because that's the only way to not get accused anymore.
I don't think that would work. I don't even wear it. Forced me to sign it. I mean, what is it worth?
I would have my lawyer waiting in my basement so that she has to sign it or leave.
So he got accused by somebody he worked with once before. Schwartz posted on Instagram in October of 2020 discussing the HBO documentary The Vow about his cult NXIVM and its leader Keith Renee. What is this about Keith?
I think it's called Libium.
Oh, okay.
That's what the cult's called.
So it was a cult.
Oh, she was a part of a cult.
No, there was a documentary on.
She was discussing the documentary about a cult. She posted an image of the title screen of that thing, tried to get herself famous, most likely.
I am the victim of a charismatic, rich, and famous man. A man not altogether unlike Keith Renee. Like the cult leader. I can't pronounce.
She was getting her experience with Dan. This is a different woman. This is not the woman from earlier in the article. Yeah. But she's likening her experience to being a member of a cult. That's what she's doing. Because that had just come out at the time, and she was like, oh, I know what I can do. And I'm not even saying he didn't like...
Oh, but listen to this. I was led to believe that I was special, seen, loved, and chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no...
Again, this is This is somebody who thought the relationship was more important than it was.
This is another thing you dopey broads. You can always fucking say no.
Yeah.
If you don't like transactional sex, don't get in the transactional sex scene.
Yep.
That's one of the things. Like, one of the first, I forget the book called The Rules. And it tells women, and they're really dude, if you're a player, it's like poison for you, but they're really good rules. Don't sleep with the guy on the first date.
Yep.
And if he doesn't call you back right away, don't say too late, Jack. Set some.
That's the point of that whole thing. That's how you weed out the guys who want a relationship.
Set some rules and guidelines, and it had nothing to do with sex. I expect to be called. I expect to be treated. I expect you to pay. And be out front with it. Yeah. But you enter this world of hey man, anything goes, and when anything goes, it's like I can't handle it. I see an entire generation of people that can't handle sex. It's truly unbelievable to me. And there's a bunch of politicians out there to all right, you got bedded by a man that wasn't. Oh my God, this guy's the first this fucking guy's the first guy to lie to broad to get to her in bed. What an animal. And I'm supposed to be.
That's how most of us get laid.
Am I supposed to believe this is am I supposed to believe that this is akin to rape? Really?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Die.
Of course.
Die for all those fucking for people that are actually raped.
Yeah. It ruins people who actually are raped, who are trying to talk about it, because now you can't believe anything anymore.
I don't believe it.
That's what you've done.
I was kind of mad because Running Riot said I don't believe any rape fucking allegation anymore, and I was like, fuck. You're right. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced before, falling under his spell and abandoning my values and doing anything for this person.
Abandoning, you know what that means? You know what that means?
And ultimately, my entire sense of self was taken from me. Years later, I'm still recovering every day. You got dumb.
Abandoning my values. That means she was in love with Dan, and he walked up to her one day. He's like, "Can I put it in your butt?" And she was like, "Fuck yeah!"
It wasn't interesting. What a shock. I've never bedded a woman and made her not feel special. So let me get this straight. If he fucked you senseless and was nasty, crude, mean, and told you there's no future relationship, you would have been okay with it?
No. See, that's the funny part. Then they would have jumped straight to out and out rape. That's what they do.
Following the allegations that get Avidan this week, Swartz also, I love the size of these letters. We can read smoother. That's a lot of this is my vision. Swartz also posted her Instagram story. To be clear, Dan Avidan is a dangerous man. Nah, he's dangerous if you can't handle not being called back because you're irresponsible. We tears up, had a one night stand, takes a deep breath. He sobs uncontrollably, never calls back. Twitter's thank you. That was one of the best donations we've gotten in a long time. That was really.
You never called me back.
Dan is a dangerous man, a predator. I won't answer any more questions, but if there is, folks, let my play and writing speak for itself.
I won't answer any more questions.
So you're plugging your books over your
over
your one.
You're calling a man a predator and then say, "Well, buy my shit."
Yeah, I can't believe this is. I
gotta respect the hustle.
I totally believe this.
You do. But this is also open evidence in front of everybody's fucking nose that these are people just trying to build careers.
Matt, I want a fucking, since everybody's making lists, since fucking all those Antifa guys are making lists, I want to make a list of idiot fucking reporters. Who is Emma Noland? This is what, put her in the goddamn thing. I don't want her address or anything like that. Emma Noland, who they work for. The guy who screwed Dankula and where they work now. I want fucking ass rash in there. I want fucking kitty litter box in there. The girl from yesterday. I want them all in there. I want to list them just in case, because all the mainstream media guys that I followed or followed back, who I never talked to, by the way, and were never interested in anything I had to say. So
that's a lot of money.
I want to know, because now I'm cracking down. I'm not following these people back. I don't care how many big following they have. I want to know who they are, and I want to go to other YouTubes and you don't want to get Edwin. No.
Yep.
So put a list together of idiot journalists. All right. What is this? The video evidence of Dan's accusations. Is that this thing right here?
Yeah. The video evidence is the best.
Okay. Hold on a second.
The
I
best.
just got to my room at the resort in Mexico. Girl, look at this jacuzzi tub. Oh, it's got water jets that shoot out of the seats. They got fucking seats. Oh man, 2 seats in fact. Wish you were here to take up that other one and then crawl onto the first one so we could fuck in this. Anyway.
Is that not the most awkward thing you've ever heard in your fucking life? I wish you were here so we could like fuck.
I've tried to fuck in one of those things. It's really uncomfortable. It's like you might drown your partner by accident. So.
I imagine it is. I mean, I'm also kind of a chubby dude, so.
Well, I'm talking. Well, I wasn't a chubby dude. Don't try to fuck in there.
It would be way too dangerous for me with the one leg.
Yeah, you might drown.
Out of it.
Oh my god, that might be a bad idea for you, bro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine drowning yourself trying to have sex?
It doesn't seem like they're demonizing straight sex. I mean, it really is weird. Also, Wiki Berwick's got something to do with this. I read in Wiki Berwick's like, I think the Game Grumps. I think a Game Grumps story that everyone should focus on is how Susie called me disgusting and gross, so I wasn't allowed to visit the Grumps headquarters.
Susie is Aaron Hanson's wife. For anybody who doesn't know,
who's Aaron Hanson? Who's Aaron Hanson?
He's one of the Game Grumps. He's ego out there. He's the guy who's not being accused right now.
A reliable source told me a few years ago after my trip to LA.
Well, if this is fucking true, they are pieces of garbage. Okay, I hope to fuck that Ricky is memeing.
You know what
with
it is
this?
too? It's like, do you really think he's gonna come to your office and go? He's not. He's probably gonna be really Canadian, ultra polite, and going, "Thanks for having me here. I appreciate it." That's what he's gonna do. And then when the camera, and so he put a camera on him, then he would go, That's fucking terrible.
If his wife actually said that, she's an actual literal cunt. He's fucking disgusting. You keep him away from me.
That's when I first lost respect for Ninja, because Ricky, to me, you made it. When Ricky sends you a fucking reply, you're moving up in the fucking world.
Hell yeah.
You really
That's
are.
what I hope
and
for.
It's just like you're moving up, and I really resent anybody that blocks him or goes.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
He just acts gross for like a minute. Tister put this on Twitter and just how this person deleted the thread and apologized. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we'll take it slow. Remember, I didn't produce the show. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we got this, guys.
We're fucking awesome. I did not produce the show. I have no part of it. I'm just being Tommy C, and it's great. So yeah, and then I guess some girl yelled at him for this or something like that. Some woman's like,
she was replying to it, to calling him basically calling him a predator for defending it or trying to
he's a predator.
Implying that he was a sexual predator.
Oh, okay.
For changing the focus.
Yeah, he's a sexual predator. He can't stand up, you fucking
Ricky Berwick is gonna rape somebody.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. His cats could beat him up, for Christ's sake. Oh God. I wish you would. I hope you get a yeast infection this month. There you go. All right, this is Donnie Combs Open, and this is the person that started this whole thing, because I think I read this yesterday.
Yes, this is the person who started it, but it's not their story. They allegedly got it from somebody else.
All right, well, that's their fault.
So there's red flag number one.
It's still their fault. TW Group. This is where Newsweek got the story. TW grooming pedophilia. So Dan from the Game Grumps just got outed for being a creep. This is on top of their awful sense of humor. Oh, somebody doesn't have an agenda here.
Yeah, and what they link to there is the Reddit post on fucking Rand Grumps.
On the shows, I already disliked Aaron, and now this. So this is a fan. All right.
Yeah, it's a disgruntled fan.
Okay, I did some more research last night, and it came to the conclusion that the Reddit thread didn't really have the most trustworthy evidence. What do you mean? Bring back GBC. Like, what do you mean? Newsweek reported on it.
What? Hold on, wait. What more research did you need to do? You clicked the video. What did you find?
Okay, speaking of the video, okay, I came to the conclusion the Reddit thread didn't have the most trustworthy evidence aside from maybe the video. Is that the video we just watched? I want to fuck
in the hot tub. Yes.
Yeah.
that now all of a sudden it's not the most trustworthy video, but last night it was, oh my God, rapist.
How much, like, how far are we from, like, divorced couples, like women pulling fucking Me Too's after they're divorced? And, like, he told me I was wonderful. I was the one for him, and he even married me, and now we broke up, and now I got a Me Too. How far are we from that? Surprised that people haven't gone after
we're centimeters.
Yeah.
What was that story? The story about the radio host? You remember that? I think he was Canadian.
No.
Where he got accused of all kinds of sexual assault. And then the court case came out that it was 2 girls. The court case, it turned out that all the text messages were the girls begging to have sex with this guy every night, and he was trying to get away from them.
I seem to remember something like that.
Yeah.
Bird C, the only time you see a count that matters. Yes. I don't know. It's not even around anymore. It's old. It's out of 2018 that went out of style.
Yeah.
But the video doesn't prove anything about grooming. No shit. Sherlock.
Of course it doesn't. Like, how many times did you need to watch a video of Dan going, can we, like, fuck?
Yeah, because, like, it's like, I mean, it's like some of you gotta start, some of you women start asking yourself if you're fucking queer, all right? Because, like, he just said what I thought. Like, when I go to a hotel and my wife goes, this is really nice, isn't it? And I see the hot tub, I was like, geez, I wonder if she'll let me fuck her in there. You know? That's the first thing that's my Dan just says it. You know, probably because he's social media. Like, but that's what every guy's thinking. Will she let me bang her there? Yeah.
Yep. I will say this: we were talking about this off stream. I think a lot of the people, especially early on YouTube, that got famous, the reason they came to YouTube is because they were quite lonely. I think in their personal lives before they were famous.
You think?
So that's why when all these clips and stuff come out, that's why they always sound awkward. Because it always happens, right? They always say the weirdest shit.
I don't think it's even that weird. I just like, to me, like, he's like a rock.
It's the delivery. It's the delivery.
He's a rock guy. Yeah, it's delivery.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, we'll be able to, like, fuck. Yeah, because it's like he's thinking out loud. That's funny. It's not even that weird. You know, I wish my girlfriend was here so I could have sex with her. Like,
yeah.
You know, I wish I was having sex right now. I mean, like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean,
fucking human.
Yeah, I gotta hang out with a bald Italian guy. I'd much rather be fucking, you know, soiling my bed. What do you think? Overwatch or pussy? I take fucking pussy.
Yeah, 100%.
Call me crazy.
But you're not allowed to say that anymore. You're a misogynist for saying that.
Yeah, it's like this grooming thing. Like, I mean, I technically, if you go by today's standards, I groom my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll even admit to this. Like,
by today's standards, literally just asking, "Do you want to have sex?"
Whoever said, I never said that in my life. All right, I had a girl say it to me once, but I never said, "Could you come home with me so we can engage in intercourse?" Never.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to come back? It's no is I'm not gonna fuck you. Yes, and every so often there's I'm coming in, but I'm not telling you anything's gonna happen, right?
Yeah,
which is really irritating. I'm like, go home, then. You know?
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Yeah, go home. Go home.
What'd you come here for? Like, when you say I'm gonna come back with you, the implication is that I want to have sex with you.
That's what Mike Tyson supposedly said in the stand when he was on the rape trial.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said something. I asked her to. He said his like balls out, like, and this is why the rape never happened, because that guy is incapable of telling a lie. I asked her back to my hotel. I thought she wanted me to fuck her, but he said that in the stand like a shithead, and ended up having to do a couple years. I don't believe for a minute Mike Tyson raped anybody.
No,
and I hated Tyson at the time. Hated him.
No. A lot of people did.
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah. I actually, it's so sad that I lost my Twitter account. But because Mike Tyson actually wrote me back, and I wrote him. I said, I was like, I used to really hate you when I was a kid, because I was a big Holyfield guy, and I was like, it's just so cool that you could talk about these stories and stuff. Like, I'm really like weirdly proud of you. And he wrote me back and he said, I really appreciate that.
Oh shit!
It was like I lost my Riddick Bowe follow too. Yeah.
I don't know. I always liked Tyson.
He's from the same area as Tyson.
What? Who's that?
Riddick Bowe and Tyson grew up in the same area.
Oh, really?
Brownsville.
Well, I didn't know that. I even saw him recently on Vlad TV. One of the guys from Wu-Tang Clan. He approached him with this. Apparently, one of the guys accused you of robbing him. when you were about 16 or 15. And Tyson goes, "Who was it? Where are they from? How much was your mother's watch?" He goes, "I'll put up the money right now because I don't remember that happening, but it very well could be true." And I'm like, "Wow, that's a man's man."
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I was fucked up back then. I can't make an excuse for it, but I just wasn't sane. So I'll replace
the amount of drugs that guy was on for a long time.
I love Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I look up to Mike Tyson. I just want to be that real for 1 second of my life.
Yep.
All right. And so far it seems like Dan was using groupies for sex. Well, what else for groupies are for?
He was doing what rock stars do.
Yeah. Which is still shitty, but I'm not sure if grooming was involved. Like, how can
you just have to understand if you're gonna enter a sexual relationship with a famous person, they're probably dumping you. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be the person that they marry.
If there's any other evidence, I would love to see it, but I want to apologize for the thread getting so out of hand yesterday. It's not what I wanted at all. I don't look like it when you start calling people pedos, sweetheart.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I was just sharing a warning. No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. You were trying to ruin the man's career.
Grooming pedophilia. No, that's full.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Felt like you were trying to get some likes on Twitter.
What you wrote in your fucking tweet? Yeah. Grooming pedophilia.
Maybe they're a little afraid of lawsuit incoming.
But
that's no excuse. I'm really sorry I messed up happened. I deleted the thread. If you were mad at me, that she's scared.
Maybe they got they already got a cease and desist from their lawyers. Who the fuck knows?
She's scared. I'm not trying to say those girls' experience are invalid. See, now you're doing. Well, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Trying to play both sides.
Let me read this again. I'm not trying to say those girls' experience are invalid. Rewind. Okay, I did some more research last night, so I came to the conclusion in the Reddit thread we didn't really have the most trustworthy evidence.
You just sent 2 tweets ago.
So are they trustworthy or invalid or somewhere in between?
I realized what I said is bullshit. Burnt down by the feminist crowd and get me too'd. So they're credible.
I'm only talking about this specific Reddit thread. I don't know about the other accusations. Apparently, they've happened over the last year. This person showed me a link. I think this is important. Pretty soon you bitches are going to make it cool to be fucking me too. That's what's going to happen. And actually, no, because what's going to do? It's going to eventually, because it's so over the top and so overdone, it's going to signal to other women, well, this guy knows how to fuck.
Oh, he's dangerous.
That's what it's going to do.
He's dangerous.
Eventually. Yeah, he's dangerous. Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, I bet
that's
those
exactly
what's
going to happen.
So you're going to grade you're going to kind of grade the line between somebody actually being dangerous and just being fucking, somebody that just likes to engage in intercourse, which is like 99.9% of men. And like 80% of them can't figure out how to fucking do it. And they have like this 10% that are good at it.
Yeah.
This person showed me a link. I think it's important. It sums up what happened. Don, I've only known you since yesterday, and I guarantee you there's a lot of stuff that's going on when it comes to this whole debacle. But I'm proud of you for making the choice to dig further.
No. It doesn't work that way because you already jumped the gun. You already immediately you said he's a fucking pedophile.
You call this guy a pedophile. You say then you say you didn't trust the sources. Now you're saying the girl's experience aren't invalid. Nothing makes sense. But I'm proud of you for making dig further.
That's
if
a lot of money, I guess.
This thread is more evidence if
color.
you'd like to take a look. Frisky Biscuit. I am finally catching alive. I've been going through some previous streams and have enjoyed them. And the drama is so stupid that let me get there. Yeah. I'm glad to see others who think the same. Well, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
I'm pretty sure 99% of the internet.
I don't even think the same. I did not produce this episode. I'm a bystander.
All right, I appreciate the $50. Thanks for the 50.
No, apparently Donnie's got a little more, like she's either terrified or please don't defend me anyway. People have every right to be angry. I want to clarify a few things. I want to clarify. I did research on the info that was available in the moment. I did not just do any research. Now, you called him a pedophile.
Yeah. Yes, you did. You can't just take that back, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, I just put it. What did you want? Just clickbait?
Yeah.
That would be stupid. But over time, the info was made available and cleared things up. And I did not want to cancel Dan for internet points. Right.
Bro. Then why did you remove it?
I did not enjoy. She's terrified, or he, whatever.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy making that post. I bet you did. I bet it's a lie too. Bet you're fucking feeling that dopamine. I'm gonna get this fucking bastard and all the rape he's committed. I'm gonna be.
Yep, I'm gonna be the hero.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't enjoy the hate and harassment. Well, I don't feel sorry for you there. Shout out to Thomas C. You
come
can't
on,
bring
man.
me down. You can't bring me down, Doc.
You fucking put this out, and then you realize that every reply was, "Yo, you're retarded," and you freak.
Doc,
that's what happened.
Doc, you wouldn't know what crazy was if Charles Manson was eating Fruit Loops on your front porch. Inside joke. I don't want to cancel that. I didn't enjoy making. I think she didn't like him. She thought she had something, and then she fucked.
Yeah, but how can you think you have something? You read the post. You had to have read the Reddit post before you put it on your Twitter, right? What did you do? You just seen allegation and didn't even read any further. Just copy paste it on your Twitter.
I didn't.
Why would you do that?
I didn't enjoy all the hate and harassment I got for hours on end over it. I really am so sick of that. I only wish you like acid reflux disease or something if you complain about internet harassment. I really fucking like fuck off.
I hate the fucking shit too because
actually I hope you get acid poured on you. Fuck the reflux disease because it's just so ridiculous. I didn't enjoy that. So you're such a victim. Well, you know what? Any kind of harassment you got was fucking 10 times better than what you did to this guy. For fucking wanting to get laid.
This is another thing that constantly happens. You start this shitstorm by making the tweet, and then you go, "Stop harassing me." People aren't allowed to reply to the tweet that you put out. Don't do it if you don't want replies. Posting something on social media means you want somebody to reply.
Yeah, what's the point? Otherwise, you just tell your friends. That I did this for stupid. Spread that I did this for error points. Well, whatever you did it for, it was stupid.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Your motivations are really not all that fucking important. But yeah, how about this?
Yeah,
how about this? You did damage to, Me Too is just beyond repair. You did damage to actual victims. You may have damaged this guy just because he's heterosexual. Matt Pitt better than Vault audience. That's terrible. I know who that is. Fucking. That's fucking core master fucking with Vault.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't you dipshit. Otherwise, I'm gonna have Vault come in here and make leg jokes. All right. Is there anything else? Have we missed anything else? Have we covered everything? You think?
I think that was about the
Frisky Biscuit. Thanks so much for the 50.
length of the
I
story.
really appreciate that, Frisky Biscuit. And knock Dr. Zhivago. Here's another internet point. There you go.
Some fucking. It's like 90% of the other allegations.
Is there fucking?
If you want to see the tweets the girl made towards Ricky Burke, they're in the post.
Oh,
I put them in the post.
Let's check that out. You want to see what they attacked our boy Ricky?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
Well, there we go.
Let's see who this wonderful woman is. Yeah. All right. I think we got him. We got these fuckers queued. No, actually, wrong one. All right. Don't even blame this on his disability. I have the first one. Okay.
The first one's the.
Okay, first one.
Yeah.
One above
Fuck Dan for being a predator. It's not looking like it's true.
Yeah,
And
Whoops.
all you literally replied to selfies with weird, out of line videos. You're being fucking creepy and disgusting. She wasn't wrong. Not trustworthy.
Yeah, she wasn't wrong.
We will pay and possibly sponsor you if Jeff Huffman to shave pubes off his face. I'll talk to him about it. And this is responding to the part where Susie called him gross.
Yeah.
Don't even blame this on his disability. I won't blame on his disability. I don't know how anybody could blame it on his disability, but they might think it's pretty fucking heartless.
Yeah.
You stupid bitch. He legit used to make a lot of YouTubers women uncomfortable doing obvious sexual stuff on a random post.
He memes on himself. Like, if you know who he is, You know that's what he does.
I don't
They're
think
fucking
that's the
memes.
point. I think the fact he legit used to make a lot of YouTubers and women uncomfortable. Who, what, where, when, how, why.
I know exactly what she's referring to.
Well,
she's referring to the tongue thing that he does every 6 seconds to everyone on the face of the earth.
It does it to me. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I never found that sexual, too. Like, what are you, a freak? I mean, that is him deliberately trying to be gross. He's like, his whole fucking act is, I'm a monster. That's like Ricky Bobby's act. I'm a monster.
He's playing a character.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just think it's kind of fucked up that she would assume that people
he knew
would
he was being disgusting and then act shocked when someone. Yeah, that's his act. He's disgusting. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, is that a crime? You fucking cunt. How about that?
Yep. You know no fucking joy in people's lives.
You know what else is disgusting, Sarah? Herpes all over your vagina. That's disgusting.
That's a bad day.
Herpes.
That's a bad fucking day.
Pussing herpes all over your pussy. 34th. I said many women. Believe me and shut up. Yeah, exactly. 34th. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Shocked when someone respectful doesn't feel comfortable around that. How do you know she's respectful? I mean, it's just like you can't see it for what it is. There's nothing sexual about what he. I suppose he put a cookie in his butt. But even that's
for the record, this girl that we're talking about has since gone protected. Which isn't that the way of Twitter? Fuck with somebody, and then when you can't take the heat that you
Biscuit, she's experiencing internet harassment. You ought to take that seriously.
I'm a terrible, horrible person.
The fuck is going on here?
Every single, like I was saying before, you start a shitstorm, and then when you can't take the heat that you fucking started, I gotta private my tweets now. These people are crazy.
I'm watching this from Gamergate. Like you make these bold statements, and it's like, I'm sorry. They're Italian soccer players. All of them.
Fuck you.
I've been waiting to say that for fucking weeks. You know what I'm talking about. Some Serie A bullshit. Just trying to get an extra free kick. All right.
I don't know. Doesn't play in Italy, bro. Just saying.
Is that it? Is that all we got? 40 minutes? Pretty good run. I think you produced a very good show.
Yeah.
I managed to wish diseases and death on 4 or 5 people, getting my usual death joke in.
Did your bad deed for the day.
Look who's back!
You can sleep well now.
Look who's back! Maximilian Musk, the real deal. He turned on his channel.
Yeah, he's been in the chat for a while.
Has he?
Yep.
I'd like to talk to him. I wouldn't mind talking to him. All right, let's take some calls. Hero Man, you're on the air.
Okay, so kind of wanted to check how she wasn't, this Donnie girl, that she wasn't like, again, anyways, she basically went through private, and I'm like, didn't you say that you want to be held accountable?
Oh, yeah, Maximilian's God. Oh, yeah.
You can drop him because, like, it's kind of funny how...
What are you talking about, man? I'm confused.
You were talking about some girl, yeah? Was this Denga.
Some girl? The girl Ricky? I mean, I'm talking about like 40 fucking idiots.
Yeah, there's a lot of women in this conversation.
Yeah. Zero Context RFC. I made a post yesterday where at you and Nicholas, it sounded like hate, you guys, but if you watch the clip, it seems like a joke. I also changed my profile to look like Dream Sandwich changed now. Well, thank you for the
that's
donation.
A lot of money,
that's
I guess,
very generous.
For a person of color.
But I'm not. Did you? No, I didn't think you'd leave. No, thank you for the donation, but I don't remember. I get so much hate. If you did send it, I wouldn't notice. So maybe I got the joke and I just chuckled. All right, what do you want, Hero from Lafayette? You fucking.
Oh, so just wanted to say this, and also, actually, nothing else. Just to say that I'm kind of interested how I wanted to just check how she was, getting, maybe what she was telling in this story. But she's like, okay, I'm gonna went private, so no one can,
you made some pretty good calls here in the last couple weeks. I just wanted to compliment you on that. You know that?
What?
You've made some pretty good calls the last couple weeks, but this one is not it. I gotta be honest with you. All right. So here's congratulations.
I'm not gonna lie, this story is pretty strange.
Nothing else. Tommy is an honest person.
Yes, but I overall you've been exceptional. But today's your day. You got blown up.
Can't win them all.
No.
I'm gonna give out something today. Sit man, you're on the air.
Yo, so how many times are we gonna keep on coming across the allegations?
Speak in the microphone. Was everybody gonna be stupid today? I swear to God.
No, I'm sorry.
What? Okay, go.
Allegations, like it's the thing that we just do nowadays. We just jump on. We don't look at. We don't do anything. Like I think that there needs to be like a documentary about like how many times people have fucked up just doing allegations. Taking in, jumping on.
It's one thing if some idiot on Reddit does it or somebody on Twitter, but I think it's funny if Newsweek did it. How about that? You know, like really,
that's hilarious.
How fucking mad can I get? How mad can I get at Donnie Combs Open? I mean, really, it's like the New York Times, you know.
The thing is, they could never make a documentary like that because you'd be killed for being like anti-feminist or whatever. You know what I mean?
I would never give
these
a shit.
jackasses right here.
I'm saying anybody who would make that, especially a journalism outlet, they would never do that because all the replies on Twitter would be like, "Oh, you fucking hate women now."
It's Ash Rash's former employer. That's what I like about it. God, these people are so you ever get the feeling like we make fun of YouTubers for not being equipped, but like the most everybody under 35 that's like a reporter is like, I mean, they have like no social experience right there. I was talking to BWC this morning, and I'm kind of outing him. I mean, he's trying to be a journalist, and I'm sure he has the best of intentions. But he's telling me like this is how they treat you. This is what they teach you to be a total fucking dirty rat. You know?
Yep.
Those damn allegations are a bigger problem. Children should not be allowed on social media. I don't know if I disagree because shit like this happens. They've read. I mean, he's fucking 17 too, man. I mean, I don't know. I cannot fucking get that upset about it. I can't. I outed BWC.
I agree with like probably kids not on social media. I think that's probably the thing.
I don't have a problem with it too. I actually debated Turkey Tom. I think in 2018.
Yeah. You see that? I think that's where I heard that.
Problem is, Tom did a good job defending himself. Game Grumps has been shit since John left anyway.
That's when I stopped watching because I always like John.
Oh, John was supposed to be.
Yeah, but even my cousin, she went to school to become a journalist.
Yeah.
As soon as she went out into the real world, it didn't matter that she wanted to do anything about like what's wrong going on in their like local town areas. It had to be eye catching. If it wasn't eye catching, it was pushed to the way back, and you're not going to move anywhere.
You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna give you maybe a roundabout microcosm of this shit. All right, you got these guys in G2, and they work in intelligence, the military, right? They have to have pretty high ASVAB scores, right? And they send them over to Arizona where they have they're not even barracks. Like their barracks had like paintings in them and shit. They're really nice from what I understand. These are, and even more so the commo guy. I was a commo guy, right? I wasn't the. These are like they turn out in a lot of cases, not all of them. I met real squared away, G2 guys. If I'm saying, fucking intelligence is G2, right? When is Def Noodles dropping Nick before? I don't know. Talk to him. Thank you for the donation. So one thing I know, the soldiers that adapted the least were the G2. I can't remember his intelligence is G2 or G3. Some veteran helped me in the chat. I've been out for almost 10 years now. They were the most like the guys that had the problems. Not every G2, I wouldn't say a minority, but the guys that had the most problems seemed to come from them. And they had high ASVAB scores, right? They were supposed to be smarter than fucking everybody. And then I find out when they go to Arizona, they tell them they're better than everybody fucking else. So when they get in fucking mix with infantry guys or fucking, just like regular army dudes, they completely can't fucking handle it because they had their fucking ass coddled. That's the way I feel about reporters. Like they're completely unprepared for life. We're like these, and one of the reasons they're unprepared for life is because somebody set them up for failure. And like they sent these like G3, these G2, 3 guys. They told them like, everybody's gonna see you, right? And they're gonna walk on water because you got a high ASVAB score and you got through our school. No, nobody gave a shit. When everybody's fucking great. And if you're not pulling your fucking weight or not doing PT or not doing what you're supposed to do and thinking you're above mopping a fucking floor, you're getting fucked with. And you're probably getting run out of the military. So like that's been my experience. Like the most fucked up soldiers were from that area, but they were the most coddled on the enlisted end. So BWC equals. I like BWC a lot. He's a fucking good kid. He's grown a lot. He shouldn't be a reporter, but that's not up to me.
So maybe it's better in Australia.
What's that?
So maybe it's better in Australia.
It is not.
It's not. It's not. Let's be honest. I think PwC, like, I noticed this when he got in trouble. Like, I think he means the best, right? And he wants to report the news, but I don't think he realizes
a lot of money, I guess,
because he respects these people. They're teaching him the worst. So he's not putting two and two together. Is these guys? They don't have the goals you do. You're just taking their word, and who wouldn't? You're just taking their word for it because they're your teachers, they're your superiors and what have you. I do like PwC. I've long put things behind him, went with that, and he was really helpful during Alex. I had a big comment with today. He's a good kid. Everybody makes mistakes. Few fucking face it, or ever try to make up for it, like Alex in Bionic Pig, or like Elvis in Bionic Pig. They just hope it passed. Nobody remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely sure that the chick that made that allegation of being a pedophile, she's going to be hiding for a long time.
I don't think.
Well, here's the thing: that person was anonymous to begin with.
They were anonymous to begin with, and the New York Times one is one that should be worried. But I got news for you: they don't fucking can you for shit like this anymore.
Nope.
It doesn't happen.
The reason they don't is because your sources don't matter anymore because it got clicks.
It's the narrative that helps. Like, you just further okay, you got caught, but get him next time. You know, that's the way they look at it now.
Yep.
Nobody gets fucking canned
I was
journalism ethics violations. They're journalism. I mean, it's on the surface. Journalist ethics violations are almost encouraged.
Yeah. At this point,
so it doesn't matter if she fucks it up. Doesn't matter if she calls somebody a pedophile. 20 years ago, that might be a serious offense, but not anymore.
Yeah,
it's saturated.
I thought that like now it's just like, oh well, they'll just get rid of the news journalists and just replace them. And they just say in the front, we'll try to do better next time, guys.
I mean, how many times have you heard that what happened on January 6th was an actual insurrection, and they will not let it go? How many times have you heard Gamergate was a campaign behind the scenes to harass women? How many fucking times have you heard this shit? And they talk about it like it's fucking, like, the sky's purple. It's clearly purple. Can't you see it? No, it looks blue to me. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe you're a science denier, but that shit's purple. That's what you're dealing with.
You're a Republican.
Yeah, you're clearly a Republican. Exactly. You're Nazi. That's where we're at. All right, Simeon, I don't do this very often, but I think you've earned this, so to speak. You have now become a known fuckhead because I kind of know you now.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
How the fuck did that happen?
I'm impressed with myself.
You already have it? Is somebody giving out? No, I didn't give him that. Who gave him that?
Don't look at me.
I literally checked 5 minutes ago. I wanted to do it myself, and now I'm looking. It's already there. Nobody's to give that rank out but me, motherfucker. How long did that? Who gave you that rank?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Somebody's psychic.
You could probably get an audit log, no?
Maybe I can.
That's good. Thank you, whoever did that.
Fuck him. I got somebody that's right. I got a rope.
Take it away.
Take it away and then put it back on. And just be like,
I don't think our logs cover that, actually. No, it doesn't. Who did that? Nobody's to give that rank out but me. Game Grumps is pedo.
They raped a 22-year-old child.
I
was innocent. I was taken advantage of. I didn't understand what sex meant.
Hey, maybe fucking HVHB, get the chance to bury John Swan and start doing what he did to, James Charles and fucking David Dover. Maybe John Swan's neck. Maybe John Swan's neck. He's shaking his boots. Backstabbing cunt. That backstabbing cunt will definitely fucking throw that guy under the bus.
Here's the thing, like, with that whole thing that he did for, like, when he posted on March 18th, so is he no longer good with PewDiePie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's not the guy to fuck with.
I'm really into this.
That's not the guy to fuck with. I think. Let me tell you something. He's all right. I mean, he's stupid. He's not crazy. Yeah.
It's entertaining. It's more entertaining than Frenemies. That's for damn sure.
Dude, my right testicle is more entertaining than frenemies. Like, what kind of argument you making here?
Dude, it's just said that this is going to be his last call. Like,
I personally like the old show better. I mean,
do.
You're right, Ethan. I agree. The fact of the matter is, you know, that these guys, they do this and they don't take responsibility for what they're saying. I love that show. I love Chatty Cat.
Tommy, can we just have a whole stream where you just do Gila? Just like from beginning to end. You don't
you know what I really like doing? You know why I love doing Gila? It's because there's always somebody in there, and it gives me a boner. I'm gonna be honest with you. It comes in, I'll read the comments.
You're a boner.
It gives the comments like, "Well, she has more subs than you." I'm like, "Yeah." You know, gives me I love that. She doesn't talk that way. You mean like if I actually talk like her personally? I don't know. I'm so offended. Yeah, right in the chat like how much you're offended. I get out of here, Simp Man. Yeah. I want to know who fucking gave you the goddamn thing. But I was gonna award it to you, but you did kind of earn it, Simp Man, by making all these calls.
Thank you very much, man. You have a good one though.
All right, bye. Deadly Betrayal. I think I seem to remember that person. Deadly Betrayal. You're on the air. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
I literally have a lot to say, but I'll try to keep it as short as I can.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, if you're interested, I'll let you talk. Ahead. If you get boring, I'll throw the fuck off. You know?
Well, I actually kind of woke up from a nap for this, but when I heard about the Game Grumps allegations, like I was actually looking more into what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching earlier before I had taken a nap. I don't know if you heard of this guy named Omni, but he was also talking about the situation. And then, like, there was this Reddit thread, and then, like, they said that some mutuals of Dan actually talked about this.
I don't know. This is all news to me because we got a bunch of anonymous sources that the main person that was putting out the sources now have retracted. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's in excuse me. There's this Reddit thread that I think Omni was looking into, and it showed that like the victim came out about it on this thread on the rant grumps, and apparently like they were having like this weird, I think, argument with another person, and then like they were also saying that the victim literally said that they don't think it was like grooming.
Do you have any of that evidence? Do you have any of that evidence? Because that's news to us.
I can send the video if you want, but
send me a video. Send it to Matt Pitt. He'll look it over right here. Hope your DM.
Omni, like he uploaded it today, so I
don't know. We're not getting anywhere, sweetheart. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Yeah.
Idea.
What?
Are you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. I have a little cough. Sorry.
Don't drink an internet, people.
You have COVID?
Besides, I'm too young to drink.
Too young to drink? Well, you sound older. No.
Okay, I think I found the video.
Okay.
Like it's at the very end. You could probably see the timestamp. Like you scroll, like you'll be able to see it.
See what? This is the worst call ever. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Everybody says I don't pick on them.
Well,
I remember watching it. It said that like when the person was talking about
it. That's the first woman I think in history that got blown up. You gotta fucking come here with something.
It's first time for everything, bro.
Omni's a YouTuber. She was talking about a video. I don't know.
Exactly. That was the problem with that call.
Yeah.
Robbie, not there, not ready. Jessica, what's her face? I gotta follow back on Twitter. I just remembered.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say, well, two things. One, the actual legal definition of grooming.
There is no legal. First of all, let me stop you right there. Well, there's no legal definition in the States because there's no federal crime called grooming.
But when it comes to grooming, they're talking about talking to someone online, but it also requires the exploitation of a child. And a child is defined as prepubescent,
Yeah, I know.
meaning they haven't gone through puberty.
Yeah, this idea that pedophilia has gotten tied up with people that are sexual maturity is completely.
And
it's just, and then here's the worst part about it: if you argue how insane using pedophile in the context of a high school sexually mature person, it's just like you look like a fucking pedo. It's completely ridiculous. Having sex with the underaged is not pedophilia. Having sex with prepubescent is. But you know what? There's no fucking point in even arguing this shit because people look at you funny like, oh, you think it's okay then? No, you don't think it's okay. It's just it's like this. All right, there's a difference between a fucking assault and a murder. All right, and I got to be honest with you, fucking a 16-year-old girl when you're fucking in your 20s is like assault. Fucking somebody below the age of 14 is murder. I mean, it's just that simple. I'm so glad you said that because I had to just put that out there. But everything is pedophilia. Nobody knows. Get the fuck. Carlin's right. Words mean something. Right? Words mean something. I know there's hebophilia, but nobody said hebophilia when I was a kid. They said you were fucking dating jailbait. They said you were fucking. They said you were having underage sex and stuff like that. That's what they said back then. The pedophilia is just the weight of that word, the meaning of that word is just completely. You know what? I blame Drama Alert.
It's always Kim's fault. It's always Kim's fault.
All right. What do you want to say, sweetheart?
It's absolutely ridiculous to me. And then,
know.
For all of the people that are watching, do you know how I found that out?
How's that?
I Googled it.
Yeah,
do you know what I didn't use? A Reddit post.
Yeah. Well, you know what it means? It means you're okay with 14-year-old girls having sex with 20-year-old guys. That's what that means.
Clearly. That's exactly what that means. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Anything else, Jessica?
All right. Bye. That's
take
it.
care, sweetheart. All right. Bye-bye. That's what it is. Coyote, you're on the air.
Yo, what's up? So I want to make a couple things clear.
Sure.
So the person who he actually got down with, they didn't come out with this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so do we know anything about them, their name?
Nothing.
No. We know.
And you know
it's
what?
a girl.
And you know what? You can dismiss an allegation on that fucking alone, or at least be extremely skeptical of it.
She wasn't allegedly. Is not even the one who posted it. It was somebody else who posted on her behalf.
Well, what's even crazier is they showed pictures of emails, but they blocked out the names completely. We don't even know who.
Well, that's understandable, but
you don't want to box somebody either. Crazy.
Yeah,
people.
That's understandable. But here's the thing. I'm sorry. I think if somebody comes out and puts their face out there and says, I accuse this person of this, I think they deserve a certain amount of benefit of doubt. It doesn't mean they're beyond scrutiny. It just means, all right, we're gonna take your word for it and take your word and look into it. Not take your word as gospel. All right.
Yeah.
When you get a anonymous thing, I think it's just one of those things. You can I know that guy and I think he's capable of it and come away with it and reasonably feel that way. And you could be like, that sounds like a bunch of fucking horse shit. Sorry, you don't put your name out there and you don't say what you're doing. Because there's two reasons not to do that. There's two reasons. One would be the right reason, I suppose, is not put your name in because you don't want to be humiliated because you already experienced this humiliation. Or you could do the other bad reason. You're making it more difficult for people to get to the bottom of your bullshit story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sorry. So, I think anonymous allegations can be taken either way. I do think when the allegations come out, while they are not beyond scrutiny, I think you have to give the accuser a little bit of, not a lot, a little bit of leeway.
I usually fall on the side of if you're not offering actual evidence of an actual crime, I call bullshit until you do.
But
that's me.
That's
how I kind of feel about it,
there's a problem with that too. Now I'm going to stick up the rape victims on this. How do you prove it?
Yeah.
You know, how do you prove it? I mean, it's a sexual without a rape kit or something like that.
Yeah, but that's why I always say you got to call the cops when this shit happens.
And going to Twitter, I think, is a knock against you.
True.
Yeah,
I think that is,
going to Twitter is a knock against you.
Police, dude.
Like, especially when we see like how Twitter handles certain cases. Like, have you heard of the case where apparently this minor's like he got blackmailed, and then I don't remember the name, but this is I'll have to find it for you one day, Tommy.
Really?
But
so you can tell me story anyway.
I will find it for you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, I will find it. But basically, the gist of the story was his pictures were uploaded to Twitter. Well, I don't know the name exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't know the guy's name, but him. I can't do that. Get the fuck out of here. Nice call, though. Printer 14, you're on the air. Printer?
Hello? Yellow. Oh, there you go.
You blew it. Who's been in there most? A punk, a rocker. You're on the air.
Okay, I think you can agree with me. Twitter is literally like the result of like those kids who like are stupid in high school. Like, you know, it's the result of when they have a voice. It's like the dumb people that like, you know, should have been bullied but never were.
The great Rush Limbaugh said, maybe this
Am I
wrong? I don't know, because you're bad at explaining things. I could already tell even before you start talking. But I think what you're trying to say is...
You get what I'm trying to say.
Well, how do you know? You won't let me fucking talk! All right. Here's what I think you're trying to say, okay? The great Rush Limbaugh, the great radio host, said, for some people... coming from me, this is kind of rich because, you know, I do orient the show towards young people as best my old ass can. But I like to think when the cameras go off that I am a full-fledged adult. I mean, people call me a man-child and what have you, and I'm like, I'm okay with that because I'm not a man-child, you know, my daily life. But Rush said that for some people, high school never ends.
Yeah.
And I remember like looking at, you know, just like celebrity dramas and stuff.
That's
like that.
why you have entire media outlets dedicated to this shit.
With this, at the end of the day, this is a bunch of high school bullshit, you know. And like, I liked high school. I had a great time. You know, I like that environment. And you know what? And sadly enough, the military is like a big high school too. So I get it, but I think in some sense you're right. I mean, reporters, especially the ones we're seeing, see underdeveloped emotionally.
Yep.
And I know people are like, Tommy, how could you say that? Well, I think you're just going to have to take my word for it that I'm actually an adult offline. All right. And all the crazy things I've said and done, and maybe think like, oh, he's embellishing. It's entertainment. He doesn't give a fuck, you know? And maybe that I'm just like a normal person. I get if you question for some of the things I've said and done and over the years, I get you questioning it. But at the end of the day, one of the reasons I think I'm so good at picking out these phonies on YouTube is because I know the line. I know how to grade the line. And yeah, I think you're onto something if that's what you're trying to say. Eventually, you know, Elvis the Alien, the fucking stupid broad, Emma Nolan, Stephen Ashrash. I mean, look at the way that guy dresses. Like he dresses like he's like I'm the best art student in fucking school. Like he's a child. He's a fucking kid. You know, even though he's got a fucking beard and what have you. So is that what you're trying to say? Because that's how I feel. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Right. Also, two things. One thing. I'll be quick. Okay. One. You actually. This is kind of random, but you kind of.
Shut up. I'm overthinking it a bit, but you're right. Well, if I'm right, then I gotta fight it. I'm not overthinking it. I hit it with a dead on. Asthmatic.
Also,
thanks for subbing.
Do you watch Red Bar?
What's that? What do you want? What do you say?
Do you know Red Bar?
No.
Mike David from Red Bar?
No.
He's a guy who makes fun of comedians.
Does he? Is he a comedian?
Dude, you need to watch Red Bar. I think everybody in chat should watch Red Bar. It's really good.
All right.
He's really good, Tommy. You'll like it. You'll laugh.
All right. Well, I'm sure Matt will hook me up. What happened?
Okay.
I honestly don't like him.
Dude,
all right, then you gotta get the fuck out of here. Matt doesn't like him. Robbie, you're on the air. Good radio.
Hello.
Good radio safety.
I wanted to ask, saw the Tron tweet.
Oh yeah, he kind of piled on,
Have you
didn't
seen
he?
it? So
yeah,
funny.
I saw it.
No, we talked about it yesterday. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
What do you?
Okay.
Why?
I thought it was.
How do you not know how to feel about it? How do you not know how to feel about it? Who
Made the
cares?
role, whatever.
Like, did you really think you were getting Sonic 06?
Honestly, it came off.
Did it just crush you? Like there really isn't going to be a Sonic 06.
I'm not.
You know?
Did you think he was going to put?
You know,
when
George Harrison died, I realized I would never live to see a Beatles reunion. I couldn't deal with it. I mean, what do you mean by that? You know? Yeah. Robbie,
I thought it was fucking great.
What are you trying to say, Robbie?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to ask you.
I know it doesn't matter. My whole fucking show doesn't matter. Everything I do doesn't matter. What are you trying to say, stupid?
I'm sorry.
Who said I was mad at you? Charlie Brown, thank you so much for the donation. I'm not mad at you. Spit it out. Spit it out. What do you think this means?
He said he's sorry.
Fucking retard.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you thoughts on it. I hadn't seen last show.
My thoughts on the thing? I don't know.
That's a
clearly
lot of
there's
money,
animosity. I don't think you would put that
Yeah,
out if
I
you're
don't
cool
think,
with
like
everybody.
I said, because they never talked about why he left. We don't know what the reason was. I don't think he likes them though, at all anymore.
I think you can take it as they don't like him, and you're never getting Sonic 06.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No Sonic 06 for you, fuckface.
Maybe Ricky was right, and these people are actually pieces of garbage in real life. So JonTron got the fuck out while he could, right?
Maybe they got out for that bitch that fucking didn't want him there. I'm like, I don't want to be around this bitch.
Imagine she said something. Oh my god!
You gotta imagine, like these guys, they probably have their wives around all the time.
Honey, why are we letting this fat, disgusting guy in our office?
Exactly. Oh, like Ricky Berwick's coming. That's great. I don't like him. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, something like that.
No, Ricky,
I don't like him, which means you can't like him. I'm a naked bitch.
No.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't do that. What are you doing?
Is that what
Have
you want?
you seen the tweets about like comparing like other YouTubers to Game Grumps? It's like really weird.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know why people are like Markiplier and stuff.
What are you talking about?
PewDiePie.
Everybody gets
Really
you, like, is there like gas leaking in all my college? You just get more
no.
retarded as things go on. Like, what's the matter with you? What are you talking about? Who, what, where, when, and why, and how, and all that other horse
PewDiePie
shit.
good. He's very amazing or something.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
They were like,
He's
I don't know
try-
why.
he's trying to-
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bye.
Wow.
Stop. I don't
Tommy,
want you
you're
to
right.
go. I don't want you to go. Stop. Are you there? Are you there?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yes,
You're getting
I'm
blown
here.
up. Get the fuck out of here. That's what he's trying to avoid. He's trying to avoid consequence. Well, millennial, let me teach you consequence, sir.
Oh man.
She called you kind of good today. I don't care. I really don't care if you fuck up as long as you're funny. Don't bore me. Let's talk to an Italian girl. Soleil, how are you?
Hey, Tommy.
Hey.
Good.
Are you hairy like Italian broads are usually?
That wasn't very nice.
I don't know. I just wanted, you know what's something I would never say that because I worship the ground you walk on. You're my Italian princess. But I just wanted to say, I just wanted to be racist in front of Biscuit. Because he's like,
of course,
Biscuit. Biscuit is a diehard Italian American. I mean, he fucking lives and breathes the shit for real.
I do.
Like I grew up with a lot of guys like him, you know. So I just wanted to be rude in front of a girl and see what he did. He did. He got a little man. To be honest, got a little man. Oh, what's up, sweetheart? I don't care if you're hairy or not. You know.
I have a theory.
What's your theory? Do you have a game theory?
Well, is it possible that everybody is so impatient to call, people pedophiles or to act like lawyers online because they just don't have the balls to call them hassles? You know,
Yeah.
nobody's just straight up calling out other creators for being dipshits or for just, he's a jerk, he's a piece of shit, and I don't fucking like him.
Yeah, that's what he used to do
all the time.
Remember old Drama Alert days? That's all Keem used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my point is that's their job. That's what they should do. They shouldn't go around throwing legal accusation against people. If you think somebody's a piece of shit, just straight up,
say this guy's a garbage bag. He fucking stood me up. Yeah, I'm okay with girls going to Twitter and saying, that guy fucking led me on and he's a real piece of shit. I think all you girls should know that when he tells you you're a special someone, that he said that to me too. I have no problem with that. None.
Be honest.
Zero.
The reason people don't do this is because they know that's nothing and that won't get them attention.
But I mean, I want you
when
to
they
think
get
about
people, they want to ruin their lives.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I want you to think about it too. Like, look, you're a grown woman. I imagine a guy hurt you at some point. I mean, and wasn't very nice to you, and maybe led you on. Has that happened to you at this stage?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, actually, no, but I'll pretend I did.
Okay. Aren't you a perfect princess? You're.
It's okay. I'll play ball. Yeah, it happens.
Actually, you're like the Madonna. That's what they say when I was growing up. All the Italian guys have the Madonna whore complex. You're actually the Madonna. You're perfect. No one has soiled you.
Well, no, I'm just very upfront.
Yeah, I know. You're a sweetheart. I'm in love with you. I don't tell you. I'm gonna make you feel special. Not call you back. I have kids,
I know. It's okay.
But what the fuck was I talking about? I just fell in love. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. Like I've been there too. Like when somebody does you dirty, like the first place your mind goes is like the worst. What normally happens is like, all right, they fucked me over, but I don't necessarily want them to have cancer of the fucking eyebrows. All right, that maybe was just an emotional reaction. It doesn't seem to be that way. It seems to be like this guy stood me up. It was a bad date. It was awkward. I can get a shit ton of fucking attention on social media, and I can get back on this person that didn't deliver on what I thought he would do.
I can get back at him, and I can build myself up at the same time. That's what it is.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's also dumb to think that that's not a good way to, build an audience or somewhat come across with your own opinion. I'm starving for people to actually speak their mind about shit. Not just pretend everything is ukulele.
Don't go to Ellis the Alien. Let me warn you ahead of time. Don't go to Ellis the Alien and not Bionic Pig. I don't know if that guy even sings himself.
You got the Twitter crowd, right? That anytime anybody makes any kind of an allegation, that these people are immediately built up, and they don't call people out when they realize it's bullshit. They want the people on Twitter want to ruin other people's lives. I'm not just talking about the people who hurl allegations. I'm just talking about regular users.
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, the reason the people that hurl allegation know there's this element on Twitter that's gonna fucking push it no matter what. Doesn't matter. I mean, fucking Newsweek push. I mean, that's the whole lesson of this episode. It's the Newsweek article. It's not fucking Donnie Com's Open. It's like Donnie Khan. I don't know if it's a male or female, but I mean, I'm going up because it's like pinkish. But it's just an idiot. There's plenty of idiots to go around. It's like Newsweek. That's where it's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
It's New York Times.
What is even dumber, in my opinion, is creators trying to model themselves after Newsweek. It was the other way around.
Yeah,
it was the complete other way around, and now commentators and creators are bowing down to this way of doing things, which is so stupid. Your crowd follows you for your opinion and for your personality. Bring that out.
But have you seen Steven Ashrash? He has no personality. Like, none of these people have had to develop any kind of personality, because like when I was a kid and you were screwing up socially, people blamed you. And you had to figure it the fuck out. And then if you were weird or creepy, you rubbed people the wrong way, it was like, figure it the fuck out. Now you're fucking autistic. You need this, you need Ritalin, you need this, that, and the other fucking thing. And nobody says stop being an asshole. And I had all, I didn't live a perfect life. I had all this. I was putting a school for kids that had, you know, pretty severe learning disabilities and what do they call it? Emotionally disturbed and learning disabled. You know, so I went all that. I had to ride a short bus, the whole fucking nine. You know, but I never had anybody, like, during that whole fucking nightmare of going on the normal bus and going on the short bus, I never had anybody come to me and say, like, you're a fucking victim. It's like, get in the fucking game or get out. And I think somewhere along the line, that left. You know, it's like one of the things I kind of admire about Keem. Keem has the same kind of dyslexia problem I have. When he misspells something, and I do the same exact thing. Like, he just, like, drive on. Huh? Like, go do it. You know, and Keem never let that shit stop. I mean, Keem told me he had trouble reading. Like, I have trouble reading on here and what have you, but actually, I don't think Keem reads books. I do. But because it hurts. I get it, you know, but it just never stopped him. I think that's like I was told, like, you have this thing and this thing is really it's really unfortunate, but you got to get over it at some level. You got to figure out a way to at least work around it. And as you can see, I became a functional adult, but there's still, like, glaring fucking holes. Look at my Twitter feed, my grammatical, you know, mistakes. But I think, like, you have people that have problems like that, and there's nobody's pushing them, and then you get a bunch of fucking retards that work at Newsweek.
Yep.
You know,
I think this whole thing started from the whole participation trophy bullshit that started when I was a kid.
Yeah, well,
right?
no, it's I think I think it started.
These people grew up and they're constantly searching for people to call them special, and they feel the need to call everybody around them special.
Bill Maher is about as left as you can get. I mean, he's a complete fucking idiot. He fell for the Russia hoax and everything. He thinks the same goddamn thing, and he said it last weekend. That what we're having with this equality of outcome shit is directly due to the participation trophy crowd.
Yeah.
Now, he's
actually, I don't completely agree with that. I don't give a fuck about participation trophies or not. They might be good. They might be bad.
You didn't grow up with them.
You didn't grow.
I lived in Europe the last 10 years. They don't do that in Italy. You have no idea what we're talking about. They do this thing like, oh, you showed up. Here's a trophy. Can you imagine an Italian soccer player getting that? Like, the way it works over here in Europe. And you don't forget, I lived here for a minute. If you can't keep up with the local traveling team, well, that's what we call it in the States, but like your local town's team, you're not playing soccer ever fucking again. We have like 20 fucking leagues, like for this traveling team you want to be on, right? That would be like your local town's team. And then there's 20 other leagues for, you know, all the other retards that can't play that well. All right. Like in Europe, like I couldn't believe like how many, like everybody I know played baseball. All right. Everybody I knew played baseball growing up. All right. Like, but in Europe, once you can't produce at that level, and once you don't think you're done. There's no other league to go. There's no retard league to go to. You don't have like, so they have all this shit in the state. Like, oh, you showed up. Here's a fucking trophy. You know, they don't have that here.
The team that wins will
in Europe.
Here, you guys played too.
In Europe,
like, what the fuck
soccer, when it comes to soccer,
I would take that because I'm not American, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. Like, no, but think of it this way. Because I can speak to you in your terms. In Europe, you know, every kid gets to try soccer. You know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there comes a time, right? If you can't make the team, you're done. Right? A lot of Americans are probably going, holy fucking shit right now. Okay, you're done. You're fucking finished. You know, you can, if you really want to, you can play for the old man's team that never's gonna fucking let you in when you turn 18. All right, you're done. In the States, you're never done. There's some fucking league for you. There's something for you to do. So you get a fucking participation trophy. It's like, can you imagine completely sucking and playing from kindergarten to the time you graduate at 18? No.
Yeah.
See, Americans are freaking out right now.
That's due to different things, I believe, though. Because part of it is because our schools are very poor. So playing sports, it's a privilege. You pay for it.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's a privilege. So if you suck, no one's going to put up the money for you. If you suck, and that's kids. That's the thing. You don't understand how things work. You can play as long as your parents will drive you there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they don't have that over here. You suck, you're done. I mean, I played on a team. It was a men's team for I'll say I'm gonna call it Idstein because it was close to the area. I don't want fucking Britpong finding out where I used to live. But the way it worked, like I sat in the bench the whole season.
Yep.
The whole I got two. I knew what I was getting into, but I figured it's like I run for these guys, I get to play with these guys, and I'll stay even in better shape while I'm in the military. Right? That's how, like, they don't have that in the States. I only played twice, and I went to fucking 14 games. Right? I deserve to be in the starting lineup. I knew that. But I just like drinking shit, with the guys, with all these German guys. I thought it was fun. But see, like in the States, like, you show up and they're like, congratulations, they give you a trophy at the end of the fucking year, and they said, great job. I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
In Europe, it's like, you know, like in
trophy.
Europe, it's even educationally, like people don't believe like this. Like, if you fuck up in middle school, that decides, I don't know if they do this in Italy, what high school you go to. And what high school you're chosen to go to is really going to fucking be a big fucking, on what kind of job you're allowed to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, so there's pressure on, like, middle schoolers that they don't, like, which I don't agree with, by the way, that only high schoolers that are in their senior and junior year feel. 11, 12, 13-year-old German boys and girls, they can make or break their life at that age. And I think it's pretty much the same way in Italy. We can
choose a professional high school, we can choose cooking high school, we can choose science high school.
Or you could be a retard and fucking go to goddamn stupid high school.
Yeah,
exactly. They don't really realize that there's a couple high school. There's retard mid-level and fucking you're going places high school.
That's my kind of high school.
I'm not saying Europe's an idea of society, but I will say they don't have the participation trophy horseshit that the United States has. And I think you guys don't realize that.
Yes, but there is a but. I think maybe together with the participation trophies, I think there is a phrase that I've always listened to from American media that has never been said in Italy. And I don't know if it's in Germany, it's different.
Yeah.
But you know that old motto that says, every kind of attention, even bad attention, is good attention.
Yes, no such thing as bad publicity.
It's basically like, let me simplify this. Americans need to make things more like Europe, and Europe needs to make things more like Americans, because you cannot be able to. You should be able to flush your life down the toilet at 13.
This applies as well to people, selling themselves as victims. Attention, whether good or bad, is attention.
I suppose. Well, yeah.
And I think that's a very sick principle, because the kind of attention you get does change. And I think that these people are attracting a very fickle audience, that it's not based on their personality, that it's not based on their content, that it's purely based on how much they can bend themselves backwards to please them. And
it's a mathematical equation, right? It's how much can I pull out of the negativity, right? That's what it is.
Well, I suppose. And I think these are just emotional responses, and I also think we're new with how long we had social media now, like 10 years. We're still in the infancy.
Yeah, about 15
We're still in the infancy stage.
Yeah.
So, nobody can fucking handle it. All right, Silly. I'll talk to you later. You're a sweetheart.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
I want that chick.
I like her.
Yeah, she's a good girl. I think we're almost done after this. Snack, you're in here.
How are we doing, Tommy?
Fantabulous.
Fair enough. I came to bitch about this participation award shit. I grew up in England, and
it's invading England. I know.
And I wasn't good enough at football anymore, so I had to stop doing that. And then you keep doing that with sports until you find something you're good at. So I've just gone to uni, and they have loads of fucking shit for people who just weren't good enough, and it's full of this petty drama bullshit that you see here. That's where you'll find people screwing each other over and stuff like that. It's the people who can actually compete don't bother with that shit because they know they're above.
No, they're going places. It's like Europe needs to be more like America, and America needs to be a little more like Europe. I think it's great that you can, if you suck and you love the game, there's a place to play. I don't think you should be rewarded for it. and say, "Oh my God, you're so great," even if you're a kid. I think it's a bad message. But at the same time, why is there no men's league, or how come there's no old farts leagues, and or kids that aren't good enough to make the traveling team? So that's what we call in the States, the traveling team.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't think you should have to stop. The bad thing is, the good thing about Europe is there's consequence when you're not good at football. The bad thing is the consequences.
Failure is supposed to teach you to find the shit that you're good at.
But here's the thing. Failure is not supposed to keep you out of the game. Yeah. And that's the problem. If you fail in Europe at football, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done completely. I don't think that's what I don't think you understand that. I think there should be a lower league to go to, but I don't think everybody should pat you on the fucking back like you're such a great player. No, you're in the fucking second league. That's basically what I'm saying. Club teams. Yeah, I've been on. I played baseball. I remember they upped it. I was so great. They call it Babe Ruth League. It was used to be like if you were in the high school team, you could play till you're 16. And then the year I turned 16, they upped it to 17. And I was like, great. I guess I wasn't good enough to play high school ball, right? And I probably didn't have the grades, and I didn't want to be checked on that. But I love fucking playing. I love getting out there. I was so enthused. I had my best year when I was 17. I think I hit fucking like 397 or some shit like that. Some guy, the coach changed my stance, and I stopped trying to pull every ball, and I was fucking on base all the time. It really taught me a lot about baseball. But I just and that's great, right? But I never had plans to be a professional baseball player. Whereas the traveling team, it's like, once you're done, you're done. I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good that 13-year-old kids in Europe should, make or break their fucking professional life. You could be a complete fucking fuck up through middle school, high school, and if you get out of high school, or even if you drop out and start a business, you can be a bazillionaire in the States. They don't work that way here. They don't work that way here because you don't have the right education, so you can't get the right license. You have to have a license to fix fucking televisions in this country. That's crazy. Ridiculous. It's just utterly ridiculous. Oh, I didn't put the thing on. Fuck, I forgot. All right, anything else there, Snack?
No, I was just going to come on to say that. I mean, because we do have that shit. We have like Sunday leagues and so on for like football
you should
stuff.
play it.
The people who are in that are normally these types of people who you just don't want to deal with.
The Germans are embarrassed to go on those type of things, so they don't exist.
That's true. My cousins would be dead before they played in a Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I think that's unhealthy too. I think it's okay to recognize I'm not going to fucking play for Chelsea. I think it's okay because the truth is, they know who you are by the time, especially in Europe, by the time you're like 12 or 13, they know you have pro potential, right? So if you didn't get picked out by then, enjoy the game.
Yeah, 12 is where you get cut. That's when I stopped playing for the school team.
That sucks. Good enough. And that sucks, and we all get cut eventually. I did too. But I don't think you'd ever stop playing. So in the way that, there's no shame in it too. Talk about some drama. All right, Keemstar's yelling at me. I have to listen to this.
Okay, yeah. Put Keemstar on.
I see you later, like 100 people too. So I don't know. I think we should end it just to spite Keemstar. What do you think?
Sticking to Keem.
I don't know. There's no drama to talk about.
Yeah.
I
think we pulled up all we could out of what drama we had today.
I was thinking about this. Keem's threatening to retire. And we had a talk. Keem and I had a talk back in 2019 about, he's like, Tommy, you're 40 something, and I'm going to be 40 soon, and blah, blah, blah. And, we can't all do this.
Let's start a podcast.
No. The podcast is over by then. But I started thinking, because Keem made a tweet yesterday about retiring. And it's very boring. Keem started talking about retirement. And I'm like, well, if he wants to do that, that's fine. And one of the reasons is I know he hates reporting on some of the stuff. He's reporting like TikTok. And people start calling him a fucking creep. And I wouldn't like that either. That would make me really uncomfortable. The people are saying, why are you up in fucking Charli D'Amelio's business? Because she's worth money and she's a legit public fucking figure. That's why he's all up in there. And I don't shame him for that at all. But here's the thing. Let's say Keem retires. Here's the problem. This is my office. This doesn't go away. And I'm sure Keem has some of the same things. How do you walk away from this? Whether you're 50 or 60. If all you have to do is sit down and start running your fucking mouth. How do you retire?
Yeah,
that's the dream.
Like how no, but no, I'm forget it. He's got the money to retire. I don't. But he's got.
You have to have the money.
How
to be able
you
to do that.
But how do you like? What else are you gonna fucking do?
Yeah.
You gonna go out and mow the lawn all day? Is he gonna go out and fix up his house? Like, what happens when that's done? When you could just sit down? Like, at what point do you say, "Oh, fuck you, I'm 40"? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's retired. That's exactly what he told me. And maybe he's serious. But I mean, I think after a month, you're gonna go insane. I know you.
He's gonna be strolling on Twitter anyway and going, "I should make a video."
You're gonna go insane. You're gonna go insane. You know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see fucking Deaf Noodles pass you in subs, and you're gonna go fucking berserk. You're not gonna be able to handle it. You know? You're gonna see me get 1 million. And you're gonna go nuts. Because it's not about my. I gotta be honest with you. Although I'm sure Keem counts his nickels and dimes. He doesn't go on fucking podcasts. He doesn't go on Augie. He doesn't go on here or talk to fucking Rich because he needs the money. He does that because he likes it.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I think you should just like shelve the whole retirement thing. You ain't retired. You might go for a couple months. You go nuts. And it's not about money. Well, I have 31 files, top of files to drop me after I leave. Okay, great. Fantastic. So no, I think you're going to go berserk. What are you going to do, play Rust all day? You're not going anywhere. Look, the internet is going to grow. Like, I'm old, okay? Right? I'm an old person. I get it. But you're younger than me. You grew up with this shit. So that means the audience is going to get older too. So it's not going to be that weird that you're 40. You know?
I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Or you could do something really fucking crazy. Stop reporting on those TikTok pricks and do what you want. That would be crazy. You might lose some subs, but the fucking drama alert would be kick ass again. That's what I think.
You'd be happier for it too.
What? Yeah,
I said he'd be happier for it too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. All right. I just want to close this out with BritBong's pedophile. What do you think? Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for all your calls, your donations. I'll see you tomorrow. We're just about ready to close out the week on Thursday. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town, the King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Thank you, Boo-hoo. Good night.